Good morning, students. Today we will discuss about our second chapter, that is microorganisms, friend and foe. There are other type of living organisms around us which we normally cannot see with the naked eyes. These are called as microorganisms. These microorganisms can only be observed in microscope. Okay, these microorganisms are so small in size that they cannot be seen with the naked eyes. Others cannot be seen without the help of microscope. That is why these are called as microorganisms or microbes. Microorganisms are classified into four major groups. These groups are bacteria, fungi, protozoa and algae. Viruses. Viruses are also microscopic but different from other microorganisms. Diseases like dysentery and malaria are caused by protozoa, whereas typhoid and tuberculosis, that is TB, are bacterial diseases. We can see some of the bacteria, algae, protozoa and fungi in the picture. So, algae is Chlamydomonas and Spirogyra, protozoa, amoeba, paramecium, and fungi are bread mold, penicillium and aspergillus. Where do microorganisms live? Microorganisms may be single-celled like bacteria, some algae and protozoa, or multicellular. They live in all type of environment ranging from ice-cold climate to hot springs and deserts to marshy lands. They are also found inside the bodies of animals including humans. Some microorganisms grow on other organisms while others exist freely. Microorganisms and us. Microorganisms play an important role in our lives. Some of them are beneficial in many ways, whereas some others are harmful and cause diseases. So students, these microorganisms are very important in our lives. So some of them are beneficial and some of them are harmful. Microorganisms are used for various purposes. They are used in the preparation of curd, bread and cake. They are also used in cleaning up of environment. For example, the organic waste such as vegetable peels and animal waste are broken down into harmless and usable substances by bacteria. So bacteria are also used in the preparation of medicines. In agriculture, they are used to increase the soil fertility by fixing the nitrogen. And now the curd also contains the several microorganisms. Of these, the bacterium, that is a lactobacillus, promotes the formation of curd. It multiplies in milk and converts it into curd. Bacteria are also involved in the making of cheese, pickles and in many other food items. Bacteria and yeast are also helpful for the fermentation of rice, idlis and dosa batter. Now, yeast reproduces rapidly and produces carbon dioxide during respiration. Bubbles of the gas fill the dough and increase its volume. This is the basis of use of yeast in baking industry for making bread, pastries and cakes. So now, what is the commercial use of microorganisms? These microorganisms are commercially also used. So microorganisms are used for the large scale production of alcohol, wine and vinegar, that is acetic acid. Yeast is used for commercial production of alcohol and wine. Sugars present in grains like barley, wheat, rice, crushed fruit juices, etc. This is the smell of alcohol as sugar has been converted into alcohol by yeast. This process of conversion of sugar into alcohol is known as fermentation. This fermentation process was discovered by Louis Pasteur in 1857. So now medicinal uses of microorganisms. These microorganisms have large number of medical uses. Whenever you fall ill, the doctor may give you some antibiotic tablets, capsules or injections, such as penicillin. The source of these medicines is microorganisms. These medicines kill or stop the growth of the disease causing microorganisms. Such medicines are called as antibiotics. These days, a number of antibiotics are being produced from bacteria and fungi. Streptomycin, tetracycline and erythromycin are some of the commonly known antibiotics which are made from fungi and bacteria. Antibiotics are even mixed with the feed of livestock and poultry to check microbial infection in the animals. They are also used to control many plant diseases. So now, vaccine. When a disease carrying microbe enters our body, the body produces antibodies to fight the invader. The body also remembers how to fight the microbe if it enters again. If dead or weakened microbes are introduced into a healthy body, the body fights and kills the invading bacteria by producing the suitable antibodies. The antibodies remain in the body and we are protected from the diseases causing microbes forever. So this is how vaccination works. So there are several vaccinations are present for various diseases, including cholera, tuberculosis, smallpox and hepatitis, and you already know that is pulse polio. Be prevented by the vaccinations. So Edward Jenner discovered the vaccine for the smallpox in 1798. So now these days vaccines are made on large scales from the microorganisms to protect humans and other animals from several diseases. So increasing soil fertility. Some of the bacteria are able to fix nitrogen from the atmosphere to enrich soil with nitrogen and increase its fertility. These microbes are commonly called as biological nitrogen fixers. So here the nitrogen fixing bacteria is cyanobacteria. It is also called as blue-green algae.